Yeah, welcome to our Intralogistics Lounge. My name is Franziska Zimmermann, and today we'll talk about Arvato's AutoStore journey and how it's driving success through partnership with Swisslog. And for that, I'm very happy to be joined by our two experts. First, Mr. Walid Mouaili, Vice President Solution Engineering at Arvato, a global third-party logistics provider. So welcome, Walid.
Thank you very much.
And second, we have Max Wergen, Sales Director EMEA Central at Swisslog, one of the world's most experienced AutoStore integrators. So great to have you here as well. So let's start with Walid. Walid, since 2019, Arvato has been partnering with Swisslog, and since then, AutoStore has been deployed at 9 Arvato sites worldwide. So what made you choose AutoStore again and again across your network?
So usually we start with process and solution design, not with a specific technology. But in different use cases, the AutoStore solution proved to fit into our global fulfillment design. So in terms of modularity and scalability. So in the meantime, we work closely with our different partners, state-of-the-art technology partners, to ensure that every solution, what we propose, meets our global operational standards and our long-term growth ambitions. So key for us is the ability to replicate solutions across sites, regions or volumes scenarios. So at the end, the repeated deployment is for us is not committing to a brand. It's about combining strong partners to ensure a resilient, reliable execution worldwide.
Okay, and can you maybe share a concrete example of how AutoStore or one of its expansions has actually helped Arvato improve operations, for example, in terms of performance, flexibility, or customer satisfaction?
In general, we have already implemented project with full implementation of AutoStore within 8 months. So, demonstrating how fast we can bring new operations live. A concrete example in terms of modularity and scalability is our AutoStore, our second AutoStore in 2021 that we built. At this time, it was one of the largest systems in Europe, approximately 200,000 bins and 300 robots. Since that, we step by step, on a modular way, we expand the AutoStore, adding storage, adding robots, pick ports, not only the AutoStore piece, but different automated packaging machines, RFID tunnels, and robotics. So most importantly is that this expansion allows us to quickly respond to customer growth and for new customer implementations as well, and maintain the reliability in our warehouses and projects, of course.
Okay, and Max, to bring you in here from a Swisslog side, what have been the key success factors in executing these projects, especially given the global scale and the speed at which Arvato grows?
Yeah, growth is a very important point. Our partnership grows into a strong strategic collaboration over the last 7 years. And in my opinion, there are 3 big topics. So the first is agility. Yeah. So as Walid said, speed, it's all up to speed, to be flexible. The second point is alignment, but not only the internal alignment, but also the external alignments, that we are in discussions, that we are from the very first concept during the project phase, are connecting with Arvato, find the best fit, and to be transparent in all regions. And last but not least, it's also, as Walid said, the repeatable excellence, that we are able to deliver concepts on a standard, but also tailor-made solution base for Arvato needs. Okay,
sounds great. And if you look a bit at the collaboration culture, Walid, what stands out to you in Swisslog's way of collaborating?
What stands out is I would say the structured, solution-oriented collaboration at the early planning stage. We always involve our partners early in our emulation simulations in order to develop jointly scalable solutions.
Do you agree?
Yeah, definitely. Good point. It's also all about trust, I guess, in this topic. We are working together since 7 years, and when we're talking about working with Arvato, that means working with highly professional people, which are so executive driven. And that is very important for our collaboration to know about this.
And what have you maybe learned from Arvato that has influenced how Swisslog approaches 3PL customers?
Yeah, a big topic is definitely the speed to act. So we know about the business of Arvato. The end client is pushing a lot, and we sit together, speak very transparent about all topics, about timelines, about requirements, and this is very important to come close together, find the right direction, the speed, and yeah.
I think maybe one point is about trust. Trust is built through transparency, yeah, especially during when challenges arise, not when everything is going well, right? So for us, is successful collaboration with you guys is a shared commitment to performance standards. Yeah? Of course, a clear governance and roles and responsibilities and long-term alignment is key, but at the end, trust grows when both sides are committed to a reliable and repeatable execution.
And you mentioned challenges. Do you have a certain challenge in mind that you managed to fix together? Maybe.
Yeah.
A lot of challenges.
A lot of challenges. A lot of challenges.
Okay. No, okay. But maybe the next question, because I also want to look a bit into the future. Walid, where do you see the biggest opportunities or challenges for logistics automation in the next, let's say, 3 to 5 years?
In my opinion, the biggest challenges is to scale automation from isolated use cases to a fully orchestrated end-to-end operations. Yeah. By combining AI, data, and robotics, but the biggest challenge still how to manage this complexity, especially in the brownfields approach, and keeping this flexibility in a daily business.
And how are you, or how is Arvato preparing for that?
We addressed that topic by standardizing our automation stack. Yeah? Investing in scalable platforms and strongly and closely linking IT, engineering, and operation to ensure a faster deployment and continuously adaptation to our customer needs.
And I think that's where strong partnerships become even more important. And now, one final question for both of you. If you think about the future of this partnership, what excites you most? Maybe you want to start?
Yeah, what me excites most is the big area where we both see a lot of opportunities. So maybe from a starting perspective, we were talking about an AutoStore collaboration, maybe with software, but there are so many more topics where we can play together, and there's much more to come, so I'm really looking forward.
You want to add something?
Yeah, so at Arvato we have, this year especially, we have a strong pipeline of projects with big automation. So 3 of those projects are with Swisslog, so I'm excited to deliver the projects in time, budgets, and scope. So no pressure, Max.
No pressure.
But always open for future technology, future collaborations, and new smart ideas.
It's all about our agility.
Yeah. We cross fingers. Okay. Okay, so thank you so much. It was fun talking to you. Thanks for being with us. And I think what really stood out is that technology is only part of the story, right? It's more about, or the long-term value comes from really strong collaboration, what you showed us here today. And if you are looking for a partner to support you in this kind of journey, we invite you to explore Swisslog's AutoStore customer stories at swisslog.com/case studies.